Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This is KotOR RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as we chat to the Elders. They are apparently researchers, and I guess I know what they are researching. I'm not really sure how that is light side, but we'll see how that goes. Oh, you have returned at last, Revan. I was beginning to wonder what had happened to you in the temple. Hi? Oh, we had met previously when last you entered our enclave many years ago. You inquired as to my research then as well. I didn't inquire now, so not as well. You came here and gained access to the temple and were never heard from again. Some thought you might have betrayed us to the others, but they were never able to penetrate our defenses. But if you will help us now, then the time taken is nothing. Is there anything else you require? Yeah, what are you doing? What? You mean the purpose of my research here? No. I mean what your research is. As you may have heard from our historians, in our distant past we have melded technology and the Force to create truly wonderful, or wondrous actually, effects. We guided ships across the galaxy using our power, and incorporated its use into all aspects of our society. But something happened somewhere. Okay. There are a variety of theories on what happened. Perhaps we became immune to the effects of the Force from overuse. Perhaps our breeding habits rendered our species insensitive to it over time. None truly know. The only discernible result was that we could no longer command the Force as we had. Its power had escaped us. With its loss, our technologies could no longer hold us as far above the subjugated races we ruled, and our empire began to crumble. The races we subjugated rose up. Plagues swept our world. We could do nothing against all the calamities. In the end, only the members of our race left here on our home world survived. Yeah. Subjugated races, huh? And he didn't say that as a slip of the mind. That was, he said it twice. Or 3 times, actually. I don't know. So what is your research, then? No, actually, I want to know if the Rakata can use the Force. If any can use the Force. Because the other ones were saying magic and stuff, and this explains why they can't use the Force. Every once in a while, there is an individual born who has an affinity for the Force. Maybe not the ability to use it directly, but at least the ability to remain open to it. I believe this is a sign that whatever genes our species had that gave us the ability to use the Force are not completely gone. Perhaps when the ancestors of the current tribes fled beneath the surface, some retained this trait. We have been working for years to isolate this gene in an attempt to resurrect it in our species as well. We of the Elders do not have the Force sensitivity ourselves, but by harnessing the genetic structure of other tribes, we hope to be able to breed the gene back into our species. So, you're capturing prisoners for their genes. Also, how do aliens have genes? Wouldn't that... I'm pretty sure genes are not necessary for life. I'm pretty sure they're not. But sure, whatever. You make us seem like you are monsters. Truly, we are. No, you are. You are. We capture them, yes, because you're monsters. But only because the tribes, and your monsters, have become extremely xenophobic in the millennia trapped on this world. They would not aid us willingly, and killed our messengers when we asked. We believe that's what's called capturing them. We believe that if we have a large enough genetic sample, we can reintroduce the recessive Force-sensitive genes back into our people, allowing us to once again access the heritage of our past. You're trying to restore your empire, aren't you? No, we do not want to fall down the path that so twisted our people before. This time, perhaps we can redeem ourselves in the eyes of the galaxy and become a force of good. Yeah, of your own good. Yeah. How close are you to finishing your research? We are quite far along, having had centuries to work already, but with the arrival of another tribe on our island, we have been restricted in our movements to just our enclave. We have captured a few of their warriors, but the one that really interests us is their leader, the One. What's so special about him? Those with the genes we seek seem to be marked with a destiny that causes them to rise above others, so we did as other species early on. In hearing the stories his warrior tell of the One, we believe that he may hold some of the genes we seek. He may be nearing force sensitivity. Maybe in time, though, the differences between our species will lessen enough that we may study one another and gain the information we need. Yeah, I know what this you know what gene sharing is? What this study is? Yeah, I know what they are up to. So, what kind of information do you need? Genetic data on drifts and changes over the many millennia we have been here. Specific data on exceptional individuals. If only we had access to the knowledge of our ancestors. They must have known much, much more than us. They had a much greater population sample to work with. I believe that in the temple there may be information we seek. Perhaps in old archives or scrolls. Maybe even in an ancient computer if any is still functioning. This information would help us greatly in our work, and we would be very grateful to you for it. Is there anything else I can help you with? So what do you know about the temple? What is that? Have I seen those before? I have not seen those before. Yeah, what do you know about the temple? It is ancient, that we know, and it is guarded by advanced technology that only force-sensitive races can penetrate. Recently, we have seen ships coming and going from it, similar in design to ones that came at about the same time you did many years ago. Other than that, we do not know, although we would dearly like to find out. Is there anything else I can help you with? You have to go. Very well then, go, come and go as you please. I'm pretty sure I need to help these guys if I want to get light points. The cage is locked with a strange mechanical contraption, also known as a lock. Likely you need a special key, also known as a unique key. Hello. Can I have a chat with you, sir? The wrath of the Rakata will consume you all. You're pretty mad, aren't you? If we survive, you will all know the wrath of the Rakata. Jabecha, indeed. Hi. I like it. I like it when sound samples start with sound and not with a little bit of a silent thing. No, what? Why did you turn back? Elder Rakata, was he afraid? Oh, that was weird. I don't understand. And we have Elder Worshippers. And they're worshipping a 3CPO. Or C3PO. Or something. 3 free. It's one of these things. It's an older Rakata. It's not a robot. They remain unfazed. Okay. Just going around. I need to look into what our mission is because I think I need to capture the guy. The one. Hey, Elder Droid. Beep, 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 bop, he says. Indeed. It's really not what he said, but... Can I take your stuff? Yes, I can. Is he running away? No, he's just going over there. Okay. Okay. What? Sure. I pressed R, by the way, to activate. Some good stuff. Some good stuff. Can I talk to you, sir? No. I mean, I assume no. Is this the exit? Maybe. Sir? Does it loop around? I wonder. I think so, yeah. Hi. Oh, you have tomatoes in here. Or not. What is this? These are... They are indeed vegetables, or look like it. Computer parts and all that sort of stuff. And this connects to this other side. And there's more elders over here. And also a wicker bin. I'll take that. Can you please...
Ready? Yes.
Thank you. That works. Just as well. And this connects us back to where we started. But it wasn't the entrance. Well, is this the entrance? It is.
Sure. What?
Let's go this way. Let's go. Oh, it's very silent in here. I don't have the volume. You can kind of hear dogs? Nah. Must have been some footsteps or something. But there is some sort of rasping noise coming from somewhere. Anyway, what do you have over here? More robots. A pit. Or also known as a bathtub or something. And a keeper Orsa. Orsa. Hello. Greetings once again, Revan. I am glad that you have returned. I couldn't believe that you had betrayed us, despite what the council said. I'm sorry, I don't remember you. My name is Orsa. I'm the keeper of history for the elders. The last time you were here, you had many questions for me. The council told us all of the destruction of your memories, but still I had hoped you might recall something of our past discussion, because I don't want to say it all again. Well, I wish I could remember. Yeah, look on the bright side. We can have all those discussions again. Yes, I suppose that is true. As you can imagine, I have few opportunities to share my knowledge with those outside our enclave. Oh, that's great. He likes it. Okay, I do have some questions. Yes, of course, although you must forgive me if some of this starts to seem familiar. After all, we did go into the history of the Rakata at some length the last time you were here, and it has only been a few years, so, you know. I will do my best to enlighten you with the knowledge I hold. What subject do you wish to learn about? The first one. The beginnings of the Rakata Empire. Long ago, we Rakata were a great spacefaring people, he says. Our ships combined technology and the power of the Force, and we were able to pilot them to the farthest reaches of the galaxy. Everywhere we went, we found civilization less advanced and weaker than our own. But instead of helping them advance, we conquered and enslaved them. Back then, we could still command the Force. That, combined with our advanced technology, made our march of conquest irresistible. Soon, the Infinite Empire stretched across the entire galaxy. Over time, we lost our ability to use the Force. Some believe we had used the Force for so long that we evolved biologically and became immune to its effects. You probably stopped being alive. In any case, once we lost our sensitivity of the Force, our empire began to fracture. We had to revert to some conventional space travel using inferior technology. Our ultimate collapse was inevitable. So how did you collapse? Long ago, the Rakata ruled all the known galaxy. All the species bowed down to us, but we were a corrupt people. And in our fall from glory, there are terrible lessons that must be learned. The Infinite Empire was built on slaughter. It was inevitable it should collapse upon itself. War, plague, and slave rebellion forced us to retreat back here, to our hidden homeworld. Here, conflict among power-hungry warlords escalated into full civil war. Terrible weapons of mass destruction were unleashed, driving most of the Rakata far beneath the earth for shelter. The devastation ravaged the world. Our people were scattered, our cities leveled, our very existence all but erased. The glory of the Infinite Empire is now nothing but dust and bones. In the past few thousand years, small bands of Rakata have begun to return to the surface, but they are primitive and superstitious creatures. Only we elders remember anything of the true past. Well, that kind of fits into what I thought was your past, considering what we have learned before. Do you know how to disable the disruptor field that caused my ship to crash? The disruptor field is one of the ancient defenses of the Starforge. A great generator within the Temple of the Ancients fuels it. You will have to enter the temple to disable it. Okay. Tell me about the tribe of elders. We elders are descendants of the holy priest caste of the Infinite Empire, survivors of the terrible weapons unleashed by the warlords during the final collapse of our empire. Inside the Temple of the Ancients, our ancestors were safe from the devastation that forced the other Rakata to flee underground. We emerged from the temple to find an empty and ruined land. At last, we understood the terrible power of our own technology. To ensure it could never be unleashed upon us again, we sealed the ancient knowledge within the temple. Okay. I guess I can kill you now. No, I want to ask you something else. What do you know about the other Rakata tribes here? Many centuries ago, the other Rakata began to emerge from the underground warrens where they had sought shelter from the devastation of the warlords. But these Rakata were as violent as the warlords. They had fled many millennia ago. After centuries of battle and bloodshed, the tribe of the One has emerged as the strongest of them all. Now, the One, lured by half-remembering legends of his people, lusts to possess the terrible power locked inside the temple. We can never allow that to happen. Okay, so this seems to be very black and white. So I'm helping these guys. Yeah, because it is light and dark, I guess. Have you tried reasoning with the One? I kind of want to say this one, though, because I know they have I kind of know the answer to this one, but not this one, and I'm kind of more interested in the answer to this question. Can't you just use your technology to destroy the One? We have the technology to destroy the One and his followers, but if we kill them all, then we will only prove that we have learned nothing over the past 20,000 years! Wait a minute. Isn't that the same as when the Sith died? We tried to negotiate with them. We went emissaries under a flag or truce. We sent emissaries under the flag of truce when the One first arrived on this island, but all our enemies all of our emissaries were brutally slaughtered. The One is mad with power. We chose not to fight him, so our only course of action is to stay here in isolation where we are safe, just as we have done for the past 20,000 years. Yeah, I'm wondering if these guys were the Sith. Doesn't that fit? I don't know. Are we gonna learn that they were the Sith somehow? They grew. It's weird. Okay, I want to ask something else. What do you know about the temple? The temple is a sacred place of terrible secrets. All the dark mysteries of the Rakata are housed within its stone walls, which pulse with the living power of the ancients. Only those who can command this power, what we call the Force, can enter the temple. Many centuries ago, there were still a few among us who could pass within its walls. But living in the shadow of the temple, we became desensitized to this power. As you yourself said the last time you were here, we elders are no longer Force sensitive. So it means I can get into the temple myself? No. There is an energy field. So why is there an energy field outside the temple then? None of the Rataka can control the Force now, but long ago there were those who could pass through the barrier. Our ancestors created the energy shield around the building as a second line of defense, but the energy shield was created using technology within the temple itself. Once we helped you and Malak to get past the barrier, you discovered a way to lower the shields at will from within the temple itself. After this, you had no further need for us, or of us. The once hallowed ground of the temple is now overrun with the followers of Malak, who can command the Force, those you call the Dark Jedi. Oh. So there's Dark Jedi inside the temple. Which makes sense, because that's where the ships are going and coming from. Okay, I'm getting a better grasp here about the, at least, geographical relationship between all these places. I'm gonna ask something else. Can you tell me about the Starforge? Much of our knowledge of the Starforge is lost. It was built during the height of the Infinite Empire, long ago. All we know now is that it casts a terrible shadow over our world. We elders have longed to destroy the Starforge for many generations, to cleanse ourselves of its evil presence, but we have neither the knowledge nor the capacity. When you and Malak last came here, we saw you as saviors. We let you into the temple so you could destroy the Starforge, but instead you harnessed its dark power for yourselves. You awakened a dormant evil. Your fleet helped spread the corruption of the Starforge throughout the galaxy, and now you return as our last hope to stop what you once started. Yeah, I know. Well, I have, can ask something else, maybe. I have to go. Yes, of course. You have much to do, and little enough time to do it. But if you ever have any questions for me, I will be happy to try and answer them. Well, thank you very much. Computer room. Can I go in?
Yes? Sure. Uh-huh.
I don't understand what they were doing. I don't... Jolie is weird. And of course all of them are gone. It's fine, they're gonna come this way in a little bit. Well, I can get into the computer room. These guys really know how to, look at that. No windows, just beautiful. Beautiful ocean. Looks good. Okay, we have a weaker footlocker. Can you say that, is that...
Yes? Sure. Uh-huh.
I don't understand what it, I don't get it. Let's see, just a bunch of items. I think the game is just throwing them at me so I can at least finish the game. And I'll be like, oh, I need to reload a save from 20 hours before. Or something like that. Which is appreciated, I guess. The best thing to do is just to not have enemies that force you to reload a save from 20 hours before. Hey, everyone, how's it going?
Yes?
Okay. Hi.
Yes?
Hi, hi, hi. There we go. That's you that I wanted to use over here. User verification. User species equals non-Rakata. Access to auxiliary archives is restricted to Rakata or approved servants. Slaves may not access the archives. Yeah, but I do serve. How else would I learn the language? Logical. User speaks the language of the Rakata in order to serve them. User added to authorized list of non-Rakata. Notice, further information can be obtained from the main archives within the Temple of the Ancients, downloading codes to bypass exterior energy fields surrounding temple. My archives are ready for information retrieval and download into remote datapad storage. Please select a topic. I'm looking for the secrets of the ancient Rakata. Searching, retrieving information. These secrets are locked within the Temple of the Ancients. The elders sealed this information away to prevent the technology from falling into the wrong hands. Okay, how can I get into the temple? Searching, retrieving information. The shields constructed by the elders to guard the temple are controlled from the summit of the structure. Anyone inside the temple may temporarily shut down the shields. There is only one way to gain access to the temple from the outside. The shields are designed to lower in response to a ritualistic chant detailed in the ancient text held by the Keeper of History. To protect the secrets within the temple, the chant will only work if spoken by the Rakata. No other species can create the power intonations that will trigger shield deactivation. Okay, that's not to protect the secrets, it's to force me to make a choice here. Because otherwise I would just steal the things and do my thing. So, tell me about the Starforge. Searching. Error. No information on Starforge detected. Information may be recorded in the databanks within the Temple of the Ancients. Okay, how can I get into the temple? I asked that. Yep. I want to know about the history of the Rakata. Searching, retrieving information. At its peak, the infinite empire of the Rakata ruled over 500 planets and was comprised of 10 billion Rakata and over 1 trillion slaves scattered across the galaxy. But over time, the empire grew weak and corrupt and turned against itself. Civil war, slave rebellions, and a great plague spread throughout the galaxy. A plague? Its origins were unknown. Perhaps the creation of an enslaved species, perhaps a mutation of a natural virus. It killed only Rakata, and it spread to every corner of the galaxy. The infinite empire crumbled into dust as the Rakata survivors fled back here to their home world, isolated and hidden from the rest of the galaxy. But even hidden here on this forgotten planet, they were not safe. Millions died from the deadly plague. Many more died in the never-ending civil war. The history of the infinite empire ended 20,000 years ago. Now the Rakata are nothing but a few scattered primitive tribes battling for dominance and control. That guy apparently was very appreciative of that. He was like, yeah, all the dominance and control. Okay, I want to learn about something else. So tell me about the elders. The elders are descended from the Rakata priest caste. When the infinite empire collapsed, the elders isolated themselves on this island, far away from the rest of the Rakata society. The elders hid the secret technology of the ancients within the temple, fearing it could be used to bring about the extinction of the Rakata species. Deprived of the knowledge of the ancients, the other Rakata degenerated into primitive tribes engaged in constant warfare. Only the elders have preserved the true history of this world. Okay. About the temple. The temple is a sacred place of ancient secrets. All the dark mysteries of the Rakata are housed within its stone walls, which pulse with the living power of the ancients. Because you guys are not living, that's why I don't have the force. Only those who can command the force can enter the temple. None among the Rakata still have this ability, though the elders are seeking to breed a force-sensitive being. Okay. So how can I shut off the disruptor field around this planet? The disruptor field is controlled by a generator within the Temple of the Ancients. Once inside the temple, the disruptor field and the energy barrier around the temple can both be deactivated. Well, that's that then. I'll be going. Please return should you require further information contained in the auxiliary archives. Yeah. That is my plan, actually. Can I go back? I can't go back to the Ebonhawk. I want to go back to the Ebonhawk, for one, because I have the parts already. But more importantly, because I wanna change my lightsaber. I want to put a dark side damaging thing on this lightsaber here. So we need to go across the path and go outside. Yeah, so I don't actually remember what my lightsaber has. Can I... How do I trigger it?
Sure.
How do I show it? I know it's possible. I've seen it happen. think I need to equip it. Let's see if I can return to the... Okay, everything is good. I can indeed return to the Ebon Hawk. And, what? This isn't the Ebon Hawk. Is it on purpose? It might be on purpose. I doubt it. At this point. That was weird. With these cheap parts, you may be able to repair the Ebon Hawk's hyperdrive. Wait a minute, what? Central... Oh, yeah, okay. I'm not gonna fix the hyperdrive right now. I have other things. So, my lightsaber is this one, I think. Let's see. My lightsaber is the yellow, okay. So from here, I have... So I have the crate thing that does energy... Why? And I have the Bondar here, right? Yeah. Okay, what is the one for... That's the one. No. I have it on the other lightsaber, don't I? Yeah. Okay, Crate Dragon Pearl is going to be removed. And I actually should bring the volume up. Sorry. There it is. That's the one. That's not the one. Okay, Crystal Solari. The Crate Dragon Pearl. Bolt deflection increase and attack bonus. That's nice. Yeah, that's good. I think this might be a better one. Unfortunately, it's not with this thing. Oh. I need to change that. A Mantle of the Force. Oh no. Oh no. And now I can have the Solari one. Yeah. And then you can have the other one. Heart of the Guardian. What does this become? Yeah, I can't do the Force Regeneration on you. Blasted Deflection is always nice. Because you might be attacked. Yeah, I might go with that. To hit chances with stuns. It's droid damage. That's the one. Yeah, I could go with that as well. For droid damage. I mean, it can come in handy. I don't know exactly how it's going to go. But I have that. No, wait a minute. What's this? Oh, the Paralyzed. Oh, yeah, sure. Go for that. It's always nice. Does it actually have... No, it doesn't have to hit chance. Okay, I think that's good. And I think we're out of time for the day. And now I have... Don't look mad. This is a good lightsaber, you idiot. Yeah, I have a pretty lightsaber. For right now, though, I'm KotOR RPG, and this has been Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.